Let's go eat some more pussy, dude. What's up, y'all? Des the Mess back at it again. My pronouns are they, she. I finished all the Fago I bought and I'm dying for more, so buy some merch and support my habit. Today we're taking a ride on the Tunnel of Love. I'm proud to say that after this video, we're officially halfway done with the first deck. In coming weeks and months, we'll explore the Great Malenko, the amazing Juggalo brothers, the double album Bizarre Bizarre, and both Wraith albums. We've got a lot to talk about. Tunnel of Love is the EP that follows the Riddlebox album. It's got a few different versions. We'll be using the 9-track X-rated version. The common cover has a picture of two people, one of whom is feeding a strawberry to another. On the X-rated version, Shaggy is holding a drink as two women are getting sensual with each other, and one of them has her hand on his dick. This cover comes with a giant sticker over it that warns the buyer that they will be ID'd to check if they're 18. The Tunnel of Love is, as you might expect, an album of songs covering carnal pleasures. We're not going to go too deeply into many of the lyrics because a lot of them are pornographic in nature, but you can do the research if you'd like. I'm going to reference certain sections where it's necessary. This EP is obviously about the well-known ride at carnivals meant for couples to snuggle up and have a relaxing ride on an artificial river. There's not too much dark carnival lore here, but it's part of the discography that we need to cover. You can expect this video to be somewhat short because there aren't a lot of notes. Let's begin. Intro. I'm not going to say too much here. There's some backwards messaging, which was taken from a Halloween sound effects album, so I'll link to genius.com and you can figure out why I'm not quoting it. In this case, ICP was being problematic secondhand for sourcing the material. That being said, the important thing is the lyrics, which are: Welcome to the Dark Carnival's Tunnel of Love. Allow your emotions to run wild. Allow your passions to soar freely. Welcome to the Tunnel of Love. Behind and around this is a woman saying, I've always loved you. Do you love me? There is an echoey sound, and it can be assumed the listener is being guided into the Tunnel of Love from here. Cotton candy. Shaggy and Jay talk about their preferences in cotton candy. Don't worry, they're talking about Ned in here. Shaggy allegedly likes women clean-shaving, so he mentions that he brings the clippers with him just in case. He also doesn't like it near his mouth. Violent J purports to like the bush so much so that he says he got pink eye from eating it. At the end of this verse, Violent J mimics a California accent by going, Let's go eat some more pussy, dude. There are audio samples from a porn record which follow the second chorus. The third chorus kicks back in, and it goes until the song fades out. An interesting note about this song is that Shaggy starts off the first verse, which is a rare situation as far as ICP songs are concerned. As we talk about in the Carnival of Carnage album, their early stuff was largely coming across as Violent J featuring Shaggy 2 Dope. But this EP has a few songs where Shaggy begins the song, and Jay is in the second verse. That leads us into the next track. Super Balls. Shaggy starts us off here again, talking about the origins of Super Balls. I'm not really going to reference the lyrics here again, but the chorus is progressive in a crass way. Ain't no bitch too fat, ain't no bitch too whack, ain't no bitch too ugly, for Super Balls. Violent J drops in to talk about his own sexual adventures. A third verse features the only known instance of Legs Diamond rapping on ICP's music. The theme of the song here is that Super Balls is the incarnation of a person who will fuck anyone at all, even, according to Legs, the elderly. Ninja. Violent J has talked in his book and in various interviews about his love of Bruce Lee films and ninja movies specifically. Jay is the protagonist of this song and talks about how cool it would be if he were a ninja. The beginning features Shaggy playing someone who is mad at Jay for a transgression and begins shooting him over a dozen times, but Jay won't die. He says the infamous line, "Wicked clowns will never die." The first verse is about him fantasizing what it would be like to be a ninja or a samurai in school. The second verse clears up that he slaughtered all the yuppie fucks and the poor kids now worship him. Then he goes home and finds out that his mother was being threatened by his drunk dad. So Jay beats him up and forces him to shove glass up his ass. In the third verse, he's working minimum wage at a fast food joint. He comes in late and his boss begins demeaning him. He fantasizes about killing the boss and then finishes the verse by saying, I could kill this bitch and I don't even need to be a ninja. I speculate that ICP uses the word ninja in much the same way as the soft N-word with the A is used which is why it's become a popular but obviously controversial term in Juggalo slang. The song ends with Shaggy declaring he'd rather be a wicked clown than a ninja, so we can assume the song is absolutely about Jay's fantasy. Nobody asked for it, but y'all got it anyway. That's right, merch is here. Imagine being the only person in your city with a niche YouTuber's design on your shirt or hat. Creds to my brother Tim, aka Breakfish, for the Killer Jester logo inspired by the Carnival of Carnage, and shouts to Redbubble for hosting my shit. If you like what you see and want to look like me, or paste my ugly mug on your wall with a clock or a tapestry, head to the link and pay me a fee. We even got stickers and phone cases. Jester heads come in 2 color schemes, or you can get the Death the Mess text. Once again, merch is here. Merch is there. Go to the link. Get you some. Stomp. Shaggy is the only rapper on this verse. This EP is shaping up to be a Shaggy-centric work, which is a good change of pace. This song is a frequent call-out at shows, where the crowd will prompt each other with shouts. The chorus is simple. I say stomp, you say whoop whoop. Stomp. Stomp. Anyway, you should have filled in there. I don't know why you didn't. Shaggy talks about being a general terror and a gangbanger. He burns down a house, spray paints tags all over, and of course, stomps people who look at him wrong. That's pretty much it. It's one verse, and the chorus several times. Then the Beverly Kills sample of Guess Who's Coming to You Big Town, Jugglin' Juggalas, Kiss the Clown continues until the song fades out. Prom Queen. Violent J is the feature here. He talks about being an outcast, trying to find a date for his senior prom. His father is abusive, and it's inferred that because Jay is socially awkward, he has trouble finding a girl to go with him, which leads to more abuse. His mother, as always, is the supportive role in his household. He asks a very popular girl to the prom, and she laughs at him. This is Jay's breaking point. He strangles her with a towel and brings her home. He uses the little bit of money she had on her to buy snacks, Faygo, and some party supplies to throw his own prom with her dead body. Like many songs on the Riddlebox album, Jay alludes to necrophilia here by saying he gets a woody as he dances with her. He is deluded into believing his father will finally love him for bringing a woman home. The last line of this verse infers that Jay's parents, in the context of this song, were high school sweethearts, but things got sour with time. My kind of bitch. Jay talks about what kind of girl he likes. This is allegedly someone who's extremely unclean, unkempt, and unhygienic. My kind of bitch don't fix her hair, she don't care about what she wears. Shaggy's first line mentions he enjoys women with tracheotomy. We could make assumptions as to why, but he's probably just making a bad joke about someone with throat cancer. As usual, Shaggy is the one who romanticizes about bigger women. Jay takes the third verse here and goes on about how he and his girl abuse each other when he finds out she's cheating on him, but still loves her. Throughout the song are some excerpts from old dating videotapes, including Jay and Shaggy making their own little quips as if they're part of the process. When I get out. A jailer mocks a prisoner by telling him he's getting out today, then slams the cell door in his face. You got 4 more years, stupid ass. Apparently this cop makes the same joke every single day, and the prisoner always falls for it. The song is about the various escapades Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope will make when they get out of prison. There's a sample from NWA's Gangsta Gangsta in the first chorus. The second verse has a throwback line to the song Psychopathic off their Carnival of Carnage album. At the third verse, Jay finds out that someone is with his girlfriend on the outside, so when he gets out, he murders them both. This song is interesting because Jay and Shaggy go back and forth within each verse rather than having dedicated verses to each rapper. It feels like it could have been from the Ringmaster era based on the beat and production. Mental warp. Violent J is being possessed by a demon who is going to take his soul, but leave his body in place. This leaves him going insane, more insane than is typical of the many characters Violent J plays. He hallucinates and has all sorts of feelings that others apparently don't have. This song also features as a track on the Great Milenko re-release bonus disc. It sounds like it could be a Malenko track, so based on this and the lyrics, we might assume the demon is the Great Malenko, which prepares us for that album. This EP is pretty great. The production of each song makes it sound like they were mixing eras between Ringmaster, Riddlebox, and the Great Malenko. There isn't a whole lot that I needed to source as being specifically problematic beyond the usual horror themes. I'm not looking past the abuse of misogyny, but I also don't know if reiterating it on every song on each album it appears is helpful or relevant. You kinda know what you're getting if you're listening to them, and listening to me yap about them. Anyway, that's all for the Tunnel of Love. Not a whole lot of lore, like I said, so this one's pretty short. If you enjoy what I've been doing here, uploading regularly, give me a like and subscribe, comment here, and share with your friends. Buy some fucking merch! That's all from me. Catch you on the next one. Much clown love. Much clown love. Nice. Love that.